This is one of my favorite topics. Today, we're going to talk about how to be more intuitive through food. So, for those of you who don't know, I am a world renowned intuitive, and I had to learn a lot about this because I grew up Catholic and this was not a common thing. My mom had the gift, but she didn't actually want it. And so I was not educated on how to do it and what to do with it. And in fact, it really scared me. And I said I didn't want it. And you know what? when you're given a gift, um, it's a gift for a reason. So one of the things that for those of you who don't know today, what we're going to do, and I should preface, I'm so used to coming in here. We're on day 23 of our Next Level You Challenge. This is 30 days of me coming in every day at 11 live. So I've gotten kind of dialed into just going right in. So hello, Melissa Katherine here. If you are new to me, welcome. We've got the Next Level You Challenge. This is supposed to be one of these off the shoulder shirts. But it keeps going like boat neck. So I'm showing the shoulder. Gotta get it all going here. Welcome. It is Wednesday. Happy hump day. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys actually how to eat to be more intuitive. For those of you that are just coming in, and you're like, what's this chick talking about? She just went live. The Next Level You Challenge is the place to be to go higher. This is what's going to jumpstart you to propel you to where you want to be. So if you are a woman who is over 40, in transition and is ready to go to her next level, and maybe you're needing clarity or you're needing motivation or you're wanting the confidence, what I firmly believe is your body is the portal for all creation and manifestation. You give me a woman who feels good in her body and she will be unstoppable and will go for her dreams. As a holistic nutritionist and a transformational coach and thought leader in this space for 20 years now, I can tell you that the body is the vessel for everything that you're going to do. So if you want more money, if you want love, if you want to start your business, become a YouTuber, if you want to start a coaching business, if you know you want to go to the next level in what you're doing, you want to take your health, your wealth, any of that, it all starts with you. So if you are not prioritizing yourself, then that's not going to get you where you want to be, because what I teach more than anything is identity. So if you don't actually believe that you're worthy and deserving of the time to move your body, or worthy and deserving of having high quality food, or worthy and deserving of actually wanting to connect to yourself and not numb out in TV or buying things or scrolling social media, then you're in disconnection, which means you're never going to have the clarity nor the intuitive connection to support you to get to where you want to be, which means you will always be working really hard and struggling and suffering and letting life lead you instead of creating the life that you want. So on this channel, this is for women who know that they're ready to go to their next level, who want extraordinary, not ordinary. And they know that in order to do that, they need to be in community and ingest the information to get to where they want to be, right? And be in these spaces and places. That's why I created the Next Level You Challenge. And for those of you who want to go further, Limitless Academy is the place for high achieving, successful women who want to go to their next level and have their success be inevitable. That's what we do in my online membership. That's where we upgrade mind, body, soul, spirit. So if you like the way that I teach, where it's fully holistic, I don't believe we just need one. We just compartmentalize, just money. It's all connected. It's all about your worth. It's all about what you believe you're deserving of. We have to reprogram our mind, shift our identity to heal cellularly, and we need the clarity in order to get to where we want to be. And it's all about what you believe you're deserving of and your identity. So as a world-renowned intuitive and a nutritionist, I can tell you when clients come to me and we're working one-on-one and they say, Melissa, I want to be intuitive like you. I want to be able to get the guidance that you do. I want to hear clearly. The guidance that I always get first and foremost is tell them to clean up their diet. They can't hear me and that's, source energy will come in. And how I hear is my well, I have all clairsentient, clairvoyant, but my primary is just knowing. And so I will now hear, see, and all of the above, but primarily I just know. And so the guidance that I always receive is bring them back. They can't hear me. And then I will get clear directives. So if I'm working one-on-one with somebody, I will hear very clearly and they'll show me a vision. And then I will tell my client, I'm seeing you eating at this hour, these specific foods. And they're like, they get really freaked out. They're like, how do you know that's exactly what I'm eating, And so, but it's super helpful. So let's get into things that, what's easier is if I just tell you what are the easier things to start crowding out from your diet that are actually getting in the way of clear connection and intuitive guidance that you'd be receiving. Anytime that you are saturated, you guys are going to know this, alcohol, it is poison to the body. There's a reason why it's toxic and it creates brain fog. Right? When you're hungover, you definitely aren't feeling motivated and inspired, right? So first and foremost, minimizing alcohol. The best alcohol to drink, if you are going to drink, I mean, as women, I have to tell you, after the age of 40, it's highly disruptive to your hormones to drink wine. It's sugar in the body. It will disrupt your sleep. It will throw off your hormones completely. Alcohol is a depressant. So if you struggle with, if you're going into perimenopause or menopause, or you're struggling with anxiety, overwhelm, or depression, or any mood disorders, alcohol is not your friend at all. So I just want to state the obvious here. But when you're wanting to be intuitive, wine is not optimal. And also, at least in the United States, when you go overseas, like I'll be in Italy next week, so follow me on socials. You can come with me to the Amalfi Coast. But I'll be showing you guys what I'm eating, all my everything, and I will be doing and sharing with you guys how I pack to travel, how I pack healthy, what I do for the plane, all of that stuff. So definitely follow me either on Facebook or Instagram. Unfortunately, I have to build up my YouTube channel to be able to add more in the stories, but I will do community posts. But so to be more intuitive, let me just dial this in, because I could go on a tangent here in so many different directions of things I want to tell you guys. The alcohol, if you are going to drink, keep it clean and go for clean and clear. It's just like soups. If you want to get healthy, stay away from you want clean and clear. So tequila is the only non-mood altering alcohol that's actually good for your microbiome. And that actually can support in a channeling and connection, because it gets your conscious mind, right? To, just like all alcohol, our conscious mind to kind of take a back seat. And that's when people start actually saying what's on their mind and they get unfiltered. So in that way, if you do have to drink, and then, like I said, clear and clean, vodka rocks, or just something of that nature. I'm not promoting alcohol, but for those of you, I always get asked, so I'm gonna do a precursor. The drink that I will tell clients, tequila, splash of soda, and do a little pineapple and muddled jalapeno. That way you're speeding your metabolism. The bromelain and the pineapple is acting as a digestive enzyme. And then the tequila is good for the microbiome. So, and it's non-mood altering, so you can sip that, and that would be good. The other one would be, just doing vodka, a little watermelon juice, which again is going to hydrate while you're dehydrating. Add in a little bit of water on the rocks, and then mint leaf. And then the other would be adding grapefruit, which is also good with supporting in fat loss. And then again, dash of cayenne in some vodka, and that's going to speed your metabolism, cut the fat, and then you've got the vodka. But that's all we're going to say there. So I'm not promoting this though for connecting intuitively. I just know I always get asked without fail. I do have these recipes in my water infusion book, Sip Yourself Slim. And you can add them for mocktails or cocktails. Now, primarily when you're wanting to be intuitive, I'm going to start with stay away from alcohol, limit coffee intake. Again, the less sugar. So if you're having coffee, just the more you can keep things clean. Obviously, your body is comprised of water, 73% water. So the more water you intake, the more your vessel to activate, right? Just like that's why so many people say they get their best ideas in the shower. That's why when you look at any religious service, it's baptizing, you're in water, like any biblical terms, water. Water is I mean, you can manifest with water. Dr. Emoto, I shared in here on earlier, in our playlist here about the Emoto in cellular healing. I do a lot with cellular healing. It's how I healed myself of cancer. But Dr. Emoto's water study actually proved scientifically that our cells hear everything that we're saying, and that you can actually manifest through water by speaking into the water, ingesting the water. It's actually now carrying your vibrational frequency, which is then coding yourself cellularly. I go deeper in this in all of my programs, but I'm giving you a brief overview. I love to teach that. I do go more woo in Limitless Academy and in our Sacred Success Circle and in Reinvention, where I talk about moon water and manifesting and other things of that nature and how to tie all of this together with our intuition. Again, I'm giving you an overview. So obviously water is best. Water with lemon, things of that nature, but anything. Why is water with lemon good? Because it's detoxifying the body. And the more that we detoxify, again, the cleaner the vessel to be able to hear. And that's why so many that are in the intuitive space, you will see, and those that are big in meditating and yogis, they will do fasts and water fasts and fasting to get into a deep connection, a lot of spiritual practices. And, they will have, that's a part of the regime to get you into a space of fasting. You will even see this in reference to like Eat, Pray, Love. Like in India, they will do a fast in speaking, ways in which you are containing yourself so that you have to silence. I had shared with you guys on here a few days ago. For those of you that are new to the Next Level Challenge, or if you haven't joined, I don't know what you're doing, click the link below, get on in. It's completely free, 30 days. Go to the Next Level You playlist. You will also get our guide, and you will get our commitment letter and come into the Facebook group. Again, it's completely free. You can join at any time. Do the full 30 days. We were going to keep the playlist up for you. There is no charge. It's completely free. But I was sharing with you guys, the one thing I will ask is please subscribe. That would mean the world to me. Or share it with a friend. But about actually going on a walk and not bringing anything with you, not listening to anything, and allowing source energy to talk to you, allowing whatever you believe in, allowing nature to talk to you, allowing, I reference God, like God to guide you. And that way you're not lost in an audiobook. You're not listening to me. You're listening to yourself. Because all the answers are within you, but we need to silence the noise. So other things to do that we actually want to ingest to be more intuitive is, it's what I teach, eating clean, whole foods closest to their natural state, right? And I'm not saying you need to be vegetarian or pescatarian, or I'm just talking whole foods, protein, real things that are not modified and chemically processed. The less that your body needs to put its energy and extra attention into breaking things down, the more it's going to free you up, right? We're animals by nature, to be able to hear what's going on. But if you're sitting there and you're complaining, I'm so bloated, I'm so tired, oh my God, I'm so hungover, I can't believe I ate all of that, I'm so full, and your belly hurt, that's where all your energy is going. You're not sitting there going, let me go for an evening walk to connect in with myself and really pray about or receive answers to questions that I've been asking about, or find, and right? Like, we will always get the answers. We're always being guided, and you will get the answer, but we have to pay attention and we have to have the clarity. So foods that support, obviously anything green juices, chlorophyll in your water, green teas are very healing and very opening. And that's why you will see often there's, again, like the tea leaves, like you always see this in like ancient movies, but there's something to these things, about, Because tea, if it's herbal teas, it's counted towards your water intake when you're looking at like how much water to drink for the day and this and that. So, it's water. We're not adding, I'm just talking about like regular tea. I'm not like lattes and this and that. But what it's helping you do is it's opening you up, and essentially too, when you've got something warming to the body, it's calming the body, right? We're calming the body. We're bringing it into a calming state, which is relaxing you, which is getting you into a state of receptivity. Why do you think when you go in for, if you've ever gotten a reading or you're going in for anything that's a spiritual experience, they will calm you first. It's getting you in a space of calm connection. When I teach in Limitless Academy or in Reinvention, we will do a visualization or an activation. I just taught Limitless last night, and I brought everybody into the 5, 5, and 5 breath so that we can calm and release what's there. So then they could see, right, as I was guiding them through the visualization, what was there. So the more that we can calm the body, right? And so those things are really helpful. Other things that are supportive, and you might have heard of cacao ceremonies, right? Cacao, ancient cacao. I'm not talking about a Hershey bar. I'm talking about raw cacao powder. And having that is a beautiful thing that can support in opening your vessel to receive. And those are different modalities and things. Like we're going to have, well, the women don't know it. I'm leading one of our retreats coming up. I can't say anything. Never mind. I always try to hide things. I'm so excited about it. So anyway, all right. I'm not going to talk about that. So that's a great thing to do. Other foods that are really good. I will say, when it comes to animal products, because I get asked about this often, Melissa, as an intuitive, do you not eat animal products? I was vegetarian when I first really started to grow and committed to being a vessel to support others through my intuition and really being more open about it and sharing it. My clients have always known about it. I wasn't forward facing about it. And then things started happening, like channeling at a retreat, things that I didn't know what was happening. And so then it kind of became quite obvious, and then my clients were like, why aren't you talking about this? And it was one of their favorite things, is that I combine my intuition to what, when I'm teaching, and I'll go, this is the download that I got. And especially since they resonate so deeply and they're like, oh my God, that message hit me, that was so helpful. And it's very healing. It's beautiful. So I like to, obviously I combine that, and then I'm trained in what I do as a coach, right? And as a nutritionist and everything, right? I'm highly credentialed, but it's a beautiful gift that I bring in. So let me just go through the Rolodex. Things to avoid: processed sugar, alcohol, too much caffeine. Again, I'm going to go into dead foods. I know I've talked about that a lot in this challenge. Any dead foods, things that live in bags and boxes, they are disconnecting you. Just think about it. When you eat crap, are you feeling inspired? Are you thinking loving thoughts about yourself? Are you like, let me go give and show up? No, you feel bad. You're either sitting there in a sugar, craving, connection, obsessive thoughts around what can I eat? I want to eat more. You're battling these cravings. You're beating yourself up for what you just ate. Like, you are not in a loving, receptive space, right? In order to receive, this is love. We receive when we're in love and gratitude, right? Why do you guys think I have you connecting back to your body so that you can receive the intuitive guidance, so you can be in your feminine energy to then go to your next level without forcing and struggling and doing it by making yourselves wrong or feeling less than or wanting to hide yourselves and not be seen, right? We have to get connected. So I will tell you now, going back to the me question, when I am working with clients who first really start, I will tell them, the more that you can eat living foods that are more plants and vegetables, and start to crowd out and have large salads, and then put your protein on top. And again, real foods. the more and more quickly you're going to feel intuitively connected, and you're going to receive guidance. And something that I shared in Limitless last week that spoke to a lot of my clients, and I wanted to say it here, and I shared it again last night, is for those of you that say, well, how, I often get a lot of intuition, but I don't trust it, or I don't really listen to it. One of the things that I share is, I will say, but it's God told me to do that. And God is my intuition, right? Higher source energy, my higher self guiding me. It's God's voice. And it's intuition because it's not laced with shoulds and you must, right? It's a higher thought that the current version of you wouldn't think to do. It might even be something you don't want to do, like get up and go for that workout, and you're like, I really don't feel like it. Like, I want to stay in bed. And you're like, well, this isn't me. This is my higher self. And so I said to them, if it helps you to trust in your intuition and to start acting on it more, so you build that trust in it, rephrase it and really tell yourself, God told me to. And then ask yourself, am I not going to do the thing that God told me to? Because if I've been praying for it and asking for something and I'm getting guidance to go do something, well, then God knows so much better than me. So why? Then I'm going to go. I'm going to go to that party that I don't want to go to, because typically I would say I'm too tired or I want to go to bed early. But maybe God has something for me there that I've been asking for. And only He, or the universe, source energy, can orchestrate whatever's going to happen that's so much bigger than me. But me controlling and just saying no and ignoring the intuitive guidance, I'm just making it really hard on good things to come to me. So if that supports you, which I hope that it will, so the key takeaways today: reframe intuitive nudges as God told me to, and then ask yourself, am I really going to ignore and then sit here and complain if I don't have what I want? 2, going to cleaning up your diet to be more intuitive, eating foods closest to their natural state, whole foods, going more plant-based, really limiting your amount of sugar, chemically processed amounts of red meat, and then other things of that nature is drinking more water. Thank you, Angela. Amen. Right, girl? I mean, it's seriously. And then drinking more, and if you're going, Melissa, I don't really love water, get my Sip Yourself Slim book. It has 65 water infusions that are, they're literally, as a nutritionist, I went and created water infusions that have everything from like teas to fruits to essential oils, and they'll do everything. You can look up, like, what's one for a hangover? What's one for cramps? What's one for low on energy? What's one to detox my belly? What's one to help me lose weight? What's one to help me sleep tonight? Like, there is a water infusion in there. It's literally like a $9.99 book. It's like this thin. It's so fun. It's so great. And your like friends and family will love them. I make pictures of all of them all the time. My favorite is 2 medium. This is my, it's my flat belly water. Like you will, I'm like, what is in it? 1 medium thinly sliced cucumber, 2 to 4 tablespoons of freshly grated ginger, 12 mint leaves, and 2 medium sliced full lemons. Get them organic because the rind's gonna sit in the water. Put that in a pitcher and keep adding like alkaline water to it. You will get about like 4 pitchers. It is so good, and your body will crave it. It's like a spa water. Your body will crave it, and you will eliminate throughout the day. Your belly will be so flat, and I'm telling you, like, your body will crave. You will love it, and your body will love it. And the other thing that I said that is supportive is raw cacao, water, herbal teas, and lemon in water. Anything warming, anytime you can relax, detoxing the body, removing any congestion in your space in general is going to support in being more intuitive. Get the clutter out. Like, I know that might sound crazy, but where there is noise, it is hard to hear, right? And we need silence to actually receive the guidance, right? It's supportive, and it's not always like you can receive guidance all the time, but you will start receiving it more. And just like anything else, just like I talked yesterday about reprogramming the mind, training the muscle, We train ourselves to start looking for signs, looking for evidence of that which we desire is coming, at getting daily prayer, being and allowing for time for connection. All of those things are going to support you immensely. And again, the more you train yourself, just like those who start meditating for the first, they're like, oh my God, I couldn't get my mind quiet. And then their body starts to crave it. It's just like with working out. And then soon your body's waking you up to go and you have more energy and it just becomes a part of who you be. Again, it all goes back to identity. So I hope you loved today. Remember, crowd out the unhealthy, go for living foods. Things that are dead foods aren't going to support in bringing you to higher levels of thinking, higher levels of health, higher levels of wealth. And they're definitely not going to increase your mood. Watch your alcohol intake. Sugar highly gets in the way. Look at anything addictive is going to get in the way of a spiritual connection. Sugar is more addictive than crack and cocaine, right? Any of these. Alcohol is poison to the body. Caffeine is another addictive substance. I'm not saying not to enjoy these things. What I am saying is, when we're looking at being more intuitive, I've got to keep it real and tell you what to do, and that's truly what to do. And you could say it's eating clean. It's what I teach. And obviously, the more that you limit your amount of animal, things that you ingest from animals too, because when you really look at the world all being one, and I said I'm pescatarian, I was vegan. I'm not saying that you need to be, you have to do what's right for you and your body. But when you just look at spirit and intuition, everything's connected. It's kind of that universal, and you can take that as far as you want it to go. I'm not telling you to be a fruitarian, and nothing of this nature. I'm just giving you the overview to support you in your next level, and you let me know how that feels for you. And if you guys have any other questions about being more intuitive, how to develop that gift, my number one program for that is our Sacred Success program, and that's where I take you through it's an entire program on how to support you in growing your intuition, your spiritual connection, your trust within yourself, and through a systematic process in doing that, and a lot of other really cool, fun things too. So if you guys want that, put Sacred Success below. I haven't really talked about it much, but that is something. If you want more videos like this, let me know. And if not, I will see you tomorrow live at 11. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, please do. I would love to meet you. And if you haven't engaged and left comments below, let me know. And I want to hear from you. And if you want more challenges and things like this, and for those of you who want, Limitless Academy, the offer goes away in 4 days. So if you want to get in now for only $66 and join Limitless Academy, it's our online membership for high achieving women who want to are ready to go to their next level, and they want their success to be inevitable. That's what we do there. It's a mind, life, body mastery membership. It's all about upgrading into that next level, doing it in community with accountability and me as your guide, and being in this vibe, this frequency, and this energy. And it's incredible. So I would love to see you there. And for those of you who want to go deep with me in 6 months transformation, we have 4 spots inside Reinvention application program, and we have our live retreat happening in September. So in those 4 spots, would love to have you. It is application, and then we do a call just to make sure it's the right fit, because it's an intimate group, because it's a lot of you get a lot of time and support from me, so I can only open up so many spots at once. All right, I love you guys. Have a beautiful and blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow live. Bye.